Its name is 有灵无无利用, and it is a wordplay in Chinese. So if we translate it literally, it will be mist in the cloud and cloud in the mist. It's very long, and if we put it that on the screen, it will be very distracting. And plus, there's one more is it lost its rhyme. Welcome back to Thao Co, and today we're going to talk about game globalization, how it would improve the gaming experience and immersiveness for players. Before diving into the video today, first we need to understand what is a game globalization. So, game globalization is the process of converting a language to another language without losing the intended effect. And we're going to see how Black Myth Wukong handle it. So now we understood what is game globalization. Now let's dive into our video today. So, the gaming industry is dominating nowadays. With the big names such as Elden Ring or Baldur's Gate 3, we can see that game has gained its popularity amongst everyone. So in order to improve the immersiveness and the gaming experience for the players, the game publisher choose game globalization. Translating a game word by word is very easy, but trying to convey the meanings intended by the game publisher is very difficult. So in order to do so, we, translator, need to immerse ourselves into the game, the world, the character, the voice line, in order to be able to convey the emotion they want to show the players want. And doing so, translating a game, there will be two main challenges. First one will be accuracy. So, accuracy means the translator needs to abide to the base game. No new information that does not exist in the base game. And the second one will be naturalness and appropriacy. So, the translator needs to balance out the culture and the style of the target language with the game cultures and styles. A good globalized game will help the player understand more about the world setting, create a more seamless and immersive gaming experience for them, and furthermore, it will keep the player to return to the game more frequent, and which is that it is very beneficial for the game. However, on the other hand, a bad globalized game will prevent or make the games a little bit less attractive. It will disconnect the player from the character and the world settings, make the game feel stiff, unnatural, and furthermore make the game less interesting. And this will turn down or turn off the player mood for playing. How to avoid this? As I mentioned before, the translator needs to immerse themselves more. So in order to have a better quality translation so that they can fully convey the meaning. And furthermore, they need to take into account of two factors, which is the linguistic and cultural factors. So in order to have a natural, accurate, globalized game. Now, let's see how Black Myth Wukong handled the globalization process. So a little bit background about Black Myth Wukong. So Black Myth Wukong comes from China, from game science, and it would be translated from Chinese to English. And there's one big challenge translator need to face, and that is drastic differences between cultures. Black Myth Wukong are heavily influenced by the Chinese culture, especially the Journey to the West novel, and many Westerner does not really fully understand how the story will go. So this is a challenge of translator to be able to convey intended meaning so that the wider audience can understand. For example, we can see here is long and jiao kuai. So the translation in the English version also long and jiao kuai. The reason behind because long literally means dragons, but when translated using the same word as dragon, many audience will think, oh, this is a four-legged dragon. So when it is displayed in game, it will cause some mismatch to the expectation and overall break the immersion. Similarly to long, jiao kuai also have similar cases. For example, jiao kuai does not exist in the Western culture. The closest thing it would get would be dog spirits. Similarly to long, if we translate it into dog spirit, when the player see that, they expect always some kind of evil spirit will appear, but something else appears, and they will break the immersion. On the other side, boss's name also causes a big headache for translator to handle. For example, this boss in Act 5 right here, his name caused a lot of trouble for translator to handle. His name is 有灵无无利用, and it is a wordplay in Chinese. So if we translate it literally, it will be mist in the cloud and cloud in the mist. It's very long, And if we put that on the screen, it will be very distracting. And plus there's one more, is it lost its rhyme. So how would the game publisher handle it? So they translate it into misty cloud, cloudy mist. It also has the same meaning, but with the rhymes of the source name, the base name. You can see only 2 words and the name cause a lot of trouble for translator. So game globalization doesn't stop there. Translator also need to translate a lot of other aspects and details such as item name, descriptions, character names, furthermore, etc. And Black Myth Wukong is not an exception. Translator needs to take into account many cultural references in order to have a natural and accurate translation. In order to have a good globalized or localized game, you will need a good language team to handle it. We, Thao Co, with a team of experts, we are here to take your game to a whole new level. Translating a game is not a simple task. It requires the translator to have deep understanding of the game in order to have the best quality possible translation. It has one of the most heavy workload in the industry. So it requires the translator to have proper planning and task distribution. That is a topic for another video. Like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.